Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final video of 2023. This video basically is just going to be a bank video. Easiest video of any content creator is a bank video. It just is raw footage. Whatever the length of this video is the length of how long it took me to make it, which is a lie because I already deleted a clip that was 1 minute and 10 seconds long because I just kind of blumbered all my words and decided to move on with the day with a brand new video. So, first things first, as you can clearly see, I'm actually not playing in the fixed screen right now. I am currently playing in resizable modern layout. And if I jump back to my fixed screen, this right now is the size of how I normally would play RuneScape. And I have for basically 20 years, 50,000 plus hours I have played in the fixed screen, which as far as I'm aware has never ever changed ever. Now, if I change this to the resizable, my recorder is just recording a part of my monitor right now. So this is the size of my resizable. It is literally 1%, 2% bigger than my fixed screen. So I'm not playing full screen or anything like that. I'm just testing out playing the resizable mode in roughly the same size as the fixed screen. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm really enjoying the game. I'm playing quite well. There's been some improvements and whatnot. So I don't know if this is going to be the future of content creation for myself, is playing in the resizable. But I am having a genuine ton of fun playing the game like this. So we'll see. But I wanted to address that quickly at the start because some people are going to ask why have I changed and what may be my settings. So my settings, literally, I've just changed to resizable modern layout and I'm basically in the exact same size as fixed screen. That's all I've done. Right, I'm going to punch this dummy quickly or kick it because it was in my grill. And now I'm going to zoom into the bank. Regarding all this resizable, obviously it's completely different. If you've watched my videos for 10, 11 years, it's all fixed screen. I personally think that it might look a bit less enticing, let's say, on YouTube. It might be on Twitch, but I think some people have said they prefer it on Twitch, but this is obviously the YouTube platform. As for me playing the game, I've been playing quite well, and I'm very happy about it. So that's that. Anyways, without any further ado, let's jump into the bank. So first thing, I'll just go into the Grand Exchange. There is some stuff here, and I am going to explain what is here quickly. So I do have a 3rd age pickaxe still buying in the Grand Exchange. This has been here for over a year. I don't think this will ever buy, but this is basically max cash, and I will never take this offer out for the rest of my life, just in case it buys. There is a few 3rd age pickaxes per year that do buy, and that could potentially be mine one day, and I would love that. As for these runes, I'm buying 10 million of all of these kind of just cheaper runes, because again, when I play RuneScape, I like to constantly give myself GP goals. I like things having a value. If I get to the point where I have everything in the game and I don't need any money, and I get a Bandos chestplate drop, let's just say, and it doesn't matter because I have so much gold anyway, then the game loses interest in me, you know. I think being insanely rich on RuneScape is very boring. Now, I'm insanely rich on the game, you know, I've got everything. But I still have GP goals that makes everything I get something I like to see, which is good. So, let's jump into the bank. I actually tidied this, so my last bank video is going to be very out of date, but let's just go see what's going on here. So, let's just jump straight in. So, first things first, I will explain the bank. Now, the reason I'm buying 10 mil runes is because I just want to work on getting 10 mil of potentially every single rune in the game. I already have the 31 million soul runes, but I might try and get 10 mil of every rune. It's over 10 billion gold to do so. But it's something that I may work on passively over a very, very long period of time, and I'm sort of just buying the easy ones now to get those ones sorted. 622 million of raw gold. I have like 400 million in the G buying runes, and that's that. We have the rare set. The rare set is basically worthless in the game, but it is a pure cosmetic, which I just like to leave there just for, you know, old time's sakes of how it goes. I got my Max Cape, I got my rune patch, all my runes, and I've got some utility stuff, and then I've got some random clue scroll rewards that drop down into tab 1. This is how it goes. I got a Ring of 3rd Age, actually. I've not recorded much content recently. This is my first time recording anything really in a while, except I've just kind of enjoyed playing the game as a non-content creator, minus a tiny bit of streaming. I've just enjoyed playing off stream and off YouTube and just playing the game. It's enjoyable. But yeah, this is tab 1. No one really cares. It just has things placed there. I'll explain my bank before I move anything, but I started using a plugin called Bank Tabs. Normally, when I play the game, I like to navigate through 5, 6 tabs of my bank, knowing where everything is, and I'm gearing up. But nowadays, I've sort of changed where I just like to open up a tab and then just gear up in like a second. You know, when I used to play private servers back in the day, I would build my tabs so that if I actually like died in game, I could just go to the bank and gear up so fast that the person who killed me wouldn't even finish looting my items off the ground before I was back to actually do it. So I now use bank tabs, which means that I can place anything in my bank wherever I want. It doesn't actually matter because everything is in a specific tab catering to the content that I'm actually doing. Which brings us to tab number 1, the gear tab. Now, the gear tab, if I was to gear up for some content without using the bank tabs, is incredibly inefficient. My previous bank one will have had a gear tab that's extremely efficient for gearing up for content without using the bank tabs. But I have basically every single best in slot item in the entire game in this tab, and the value of everything's like 11 billion, I think it is, for everything, because twisted bows are expensive right now. But because I have my gear set up to my bank tabs on the left, I can just place these in a nice little order in the bank. We've got obviously our Torva, Missouri, Twisted Ancestral, Inquisitor, Elite Void, Virtus, Crystal, Justicia. Everything is there. I'm not going to have to right-click everything, but we can move down. Now, some of you may be noticing it, and you're halfway through the comment section. Do not worry. I do know. Yes, I don't have a Venator ring. The reason why is I will be doing the same grind as I did for my Ultor ring by killing Vardorvis. To get that, I'll be killing the Leviathan. It's an excuse while I have not greened the log to just kill it with having an extra drop on motivation in the KC, so it actually makes the grind a bit more fun. But again, everything's just placed in here, and if I do need any for this PVM, it is in the tab in the left and all that. We have our 3 mega rares. I don't have any kits from hard mode top. Hard mode top's something I'll be working on later on in the game, but again, this is just all of the gear. We've got the God Swords coming in, Blade of Sail, the Corrupted there, some ammunition, 1 Dragon Dart, because they are all in the blowpipe. My personal favorite part of the bank, and most likely probably the thumbnail of this video, the 3 Nightmare Staffs, followed by the 3 PvP weapons, followed by the 4 Ancient Scepters, followed by the 3 Kereses, followed by their respective gems. And this area, I just like this area. It's my favorite part. Oh, it's just kind of nice. It falls off after this. Everything's where it needs to be. Everything is where it needs to be, but the gear does just immediately fall off. Once you have best in slot everything, you just don't need to have any backups of random other stuff. So I just stick it all in here, and it is all useful for something, except maybe the Ring of Endurance. I don't know about that one. We'll have to see for that one. Teleport tab, again, once you start building bank tabs, I can just place all my jewelry with its respective charges into anywhere in the bank, because if I have a bank tab, it will just open up the 8 charge one, and then obviously as it goes down, I can just decant them at the Grand Exchange and whatnot. But this is just all my teleports, and again, I do use this tab. Like, if I ever do need to pull out, let's say, my Master Scroll Book, I do know that I click the jewelry ring, and it will have all of my, like, teleports on this left side over here. That are like the 1 clicks or something to get somewhere. And then all my degrading jewelry or rechargeable jewelry, it just sits on the side here. Alongside a couple of capes, and I also have a couple of teleports that I do use for certain things in the game. Anytime I do find a new one, I do actually add it to this section, and I do know they're there. Or I just literally come in here. If I need a specific item, I'll just search for it. I also have my farming tab down here. Once again, I do have a farming tab built into the bank tabs, so I can gear up for farm runs in very quick time, which I will try and do maybe at the end of the video, just to show you how it works. Now, this tab looks like an absolute giant mess. It is, but this is actually the clue scroll tab. And obviously, if you do clues, you'll see that everything I've got here is in specific orders, which I will change slightly. I'm actually going to alphabeticalize it all at some point, so that if I ever do a Phalo clue, and I need to give him a Armadillo helmet, I know that the Armadillo helmet is going to be where the Book of Darkness is, because it's the first letter of the alphabet is Armadillo, and so on. Then it'd be like Book of Darkness, Crystal Bow, blah, 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 all the way through. So I know immediately in my brain, if I need the last item that might be the Zarkit Arm, I know it's going to be at the very bottom right of the bank, so I can just open it, boom, done like that, and it's good. I also have this, where if I search Phalo, it pulls them up, but I don't know, I'd rather just not bother searching that if I can help it. But that's the clue scroll tab. It looks a mess, but it is quite useful for everything I need clue scroll-wise. Potions, not perfected, not the best. Once again, my potions go into my gear tab, so I don't need them in any layout except what they are. They just exist. And then there's just a bit of junk at the bottom, alongside some caviar that I create some ranging potions to dose with for some clue scrolls. Junk. We're going past all the junk now. The good part of the bank is over, except for the very last tab. Oh, no, there's some good parts coming up. But yeah, this is just a junk tab. I don't know what to do with any of this stuff. I just leave it here. It doesn't get in the way. I've got plenty of bank space, so it just kind of sits here, creating trophies, such as these jars of souls. And then again, this is more of a collection log sort of trophy, sort of like build or room here. As you can see, it's got just stuff like the jars. I don't really know what to do with them. I'm not going to put them all in the player and house at any point. I'm not going to drop them. I don't want to sell them, so I just leave them in the bank. Again, I don't really need the bank space, so it's all good. Blood Torva, some God Eggs as well. I can't drop them. I don't need them, but I can't drop them in case I ever do need them. Same with the Stardust, my Champion Scrolls. Just random stuff stacking up here. And my Trailblazer Reloaded Dragon Trophy. Thank you. I'll speak more about that one later on. Right, moving on to the next tabs. So, one piece of content that I've been doing a lot of recently, I don't even need to say it because you all know what it is, the Tombs of Amascut. Now, one of my goals in the year of 2024 is to finish off Tombs of Amascut 2,000 KC. I'm a little over 1,000 KC right now, but I'm going to build a tab out of probably all of the unique drops like these and just build it for the entirety of the next 1,000 plus KC, which means it's going to be a pretty beefy tag. I don't desperately need money right now. The money I can get from actually just selling the uniques I get as purples whenever I do get them, or from cash splits from doing them with teams as well. So we'll see, but I'm building out a little tab here to do this. Now, I'm also this year going to be working on Chambers of Xeric. Now, Chambers of Xeric, I only have 500 KC here, but I'm also going to build out a giant tab for the Chambers of Xeric. And this one I'm going to be a bit excited for, because as far as I'm aware, I'm going to build the biggest herb stack in history. I don't think I have any herbs in the bank, but this is where they're all going to go, and it's going to be a pretty nice tab, so I'm quite excited to see this one build. Also, as I'm currently talking goals of 2024, yes, I'll be finishing Grandmaster off. I'll probably be doing Grandmaster early in the year, probably January, maybe finish it by February. I will be doing some Theater of Blood as well. I would like to work on my raid capes. And I'm also going to be doing a Duke pet race with my partner. We're going to be seeing if whoever wins, basically, if she gets it before me, I have to go farm the Whisperer for a pet. That's my forfeit. And if I get it before her, she has to go farm the Giant Mole pet as a forfeit. So if I lose, I'm going to cry because I really don't want to grind a Whisperer pet. It takes so long. But that's the main parts of the tab. And the final tab is the Third Age Collection. For those that may be new to the channel, I have a goal in the game, cash goal, incomplete right now, but very close to completion, of obtaining all Third Age items in the game. The reason why is because certain Third Age items, we don't have, like, if I jump back to tab 1 quickly, these aren't discontinued. They're not rare in old school, but in RS3 they are. If this is a RuneScape 3 bank, this should be very, very expensive. Like, it'd be an incredible bank, but this is all worthless. So I wanted to buy something that's quite rare, not discontinued, but probably some of the rarest and valuable stuff in the game. That was the Third Age items. So I had a goal to collect all Third Age items in the game as just sort of my quotation rare collection. Now, I have the Third Age Pickaxe, the Third Age Axe, the Third Age Felling Axe, Third Age Druidic full set, including the staff and the cloak. I have the bow, the longsword, the wand, and then I have a few of these hard clue Third Age also in the bank. Now, the street value of this stuff has gone absolutely insane recently. So if I could try my best to remember off the top of my head, I bought this Third Age Pickaxe for 2.6 billion GP off Mr. Atticon, who's one of the best players. Thank you, Atticon. This is worth like 13 bill right now. I really don't know. The price of it's heavy manipulated, but it is a demanded item. So therefore, yes, if I said the price of that was 10 bill, someone would pay 10 bill for mine right now, I reckon. But I do think it's worth more than that. I will never sell my Third Age, by the way. Doesn't matter what happens to the price. My goal of getting it as a set, and I'm buying it all now. If I buy all mine for 20 bill, which I think I may have spent around a bit less than that, and it's worth 50 bill, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to sell it for 30 bill profit. It is forever sitting in my bank until the day I get hacked. Then it can be sold, so it's fine. Third Age, this apparently is like 6 to 8 billion gold right now. I bought my first one of these for 565 mil. I almost sold that for 1.3 bill. I almost made a big mistake right there. The second one I bought for 1.7 bill, which is good. Third Age Druidic top and bottoms, I bought these for roughly 1.8 and 1.6 on the Grand Exchange, call it 3.4. This is worth over 10 billion right now. Like, this is just, it's very close to unbuyable. People are not selling their Third Age Druidic. It is just a sign of wealth in the game to have these 3 pieces of items, and people are just not getting rid of it. It's all being manipulated. It's all being hoarded, and if you're just a normal player that wants to get it, you can't buy it off the Grand Exchange. You have to find someone willing to sell it, and at that point, it's their price. And if it's not for sale, like mine, you know, supply and demand, it just goes up. Druidic staff and cloak, these are Grand Exchange prices, so whatever they are on there. Same with the bow, the sword, and the wand. These got heavily manipulated recently. They skyrocketed to max price in the G, and now they've crashed back down to where they are normally. So these, again, can all be bought on the Grand Exchange. And then, obviously, the Mage Hat, Amulet, Van Braces, and Kite Shield, they're all hard clue Third Age. They'll never really be that expensive. Couple of 100 mil maximum for any of those pieces. But the actual network, if I do in my head, let's just call these 10 bill. Let's call that 10 bill, 20 bill, 26, probably like 35 bill in Third Age pieces there in the bank, which is nice. So that's going quite well. I will finish my collection very soon because I do have 600 mil cash that's just sat there, and I have runes in the Grand Exchange buying. So I do need to finish that off, but I will finish that probably quite early into the year because I'll have absolutely no problem buying any of my final pieces. It's all hard clue Third Age. If it becomes unbuyable for any sake or whatever, I'll just do hard clues and get it myself over a very long period of hard clues. As for the rest of the tab, this is just Implinks. I open Implinks to finish off master clues to add into Watson, and I just leave all the stuff here just so I never have to bother dropping it. But that's where we stand. So if I turn on the plugin bank, the value of my bank off trade net worth is 37.7 billion GP, which is pretty good. This tab is obviously wrong. I'd say we'd probably double this. It's probably about 37.2 bill if I've done that math right. But if that is, yeah, 37.2 bill, or probably roughly about a 50 billion GP net worth bank in the game right now, which is pretty good. My plan for 2024 is to get even richer. I will be making as much money as possible and just making the bank more, you know, if I could finish the year with 10 million of every single rune, which I doubt because that's literally 15 billion gold to do that alone, I will finish Third Age very soon, possibly January. I might finish this off quickly, then maybe work on Grandmaster. But once that's done, that's one of my biggest goals done. And then, yeah, 10 million of every rune is a goal I kind of think I want to work on. That'll be quite a fun one. But again, it's just making money have value. Other than that, I didn't record it. Like I said, I've been playing off-stream content creator just to enjoy the game. Here is my handsome crocodile pet that I managed to finally get from Tombs of a Masker. I'll show the log quickly because I've done so much tombs recently, but I'm on 1,006 expert completions now. This is my log, and I'm very much hoping to finish this off to, let's say, 2,000 with many, many shadows. That would make me very, very happy. So that is good. But yeah, the goals of the year 2024, lots of TOA, lots of Chambers of Xerix, lots of TOB, a fair bit of Duke, hopefully not any Whisperer, Grandmaster combat achievements, and simply put, I want to improve as much as a player as I possibly can with this new user interface. So hopefully we find things like Inferno speedruns. Let's try and get those to a good time. Maybe some speedruns of other content. But again, collection log and finishing off those raid capes is one of those things. I'm very curious to see how PvP will be in Resizable. My muscle memory right now, if I open my spellbook, my Ice Barrage on fixed screen would probably be roughly where Master... No, probably like down here even. This is where Ice Barrage would be on my normal client. Nowadays, it's going to be like here. So the muscle memory is going to be really strange. I barely have to move my mouse to hit there, but hopefully I misclick it less and it's good, so we'll see. Other than that, reason for no videos recently, I stopped playing the League a while ago. I was at a friend's wedding, which my video title was, and then I just played for the last 2 weeks of the year. I played as a non-creator. I just wanted to play the game, and I wanted to enjoy the game. I always enjoy the game, but it's nice to not have to turn the recorder on for things, and it's nice to not have to speak to a Twitch chat every now and then. It is nice just to immerse myself fully in the game that I play all the time and just enjoy it. Oh, the best part about all that, by the way, I only really did Tombs of a Masker, and I didn't get any purples. So, yeah, it was... I didn't record any content anyway. There was nothing to record, so yeah. Other than that, I hope you've all had a fantastic 2023. I look forward to the year of 2024. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on, and I'm excited to see where I can get myself, what I can achieve, and how or where we can get to at the end of the year. Now, I also believe there is a... I don't know if this is going to show it. I don't know how to actually check it. But my Hespori kill count, I don't know how to check it, but my Hespori kill count at the end of the year is something like 180. I don't actually know what it was at the beginning of the year, but that's Hespori for everyone. So yeah, anyways, that is the bank. Hope you all enjoyed it. I'll be finishing off my Third Age collection at some point early in the year, which I'm very happy to finally conclude. It was a very fun goal to go for, and I think I did it at the best time ever. You know, the prices have doubled since I bought everything, so my net worth gone up nice. But again, I'll never sell any of that. And then my goal of 10 million runes will be slowly chipped away, because I'm probably just going to buy all the cheapest ones first, and then just move myself up to the more expensive ones, which will take a long time. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching. See you all in the new year, and I hope everyone has an absolutely fantastic New Year's Easter.